Hey, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I wanted to pop in. As many of you know, you're subscribers to my YouTube channel, so you know I'm Peggy Zielinski. But what I haven't done is come on live too much and talk to you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So, first of all, who I am is a really interesting question, right? What you see is that I post a lot about Bob Proctor and I post a lot about the law of attraction. And I am such a believer in the power that we all have on the inside to get through our lives, to be in right relationship with what is in the world. My specialty is mindfulness. And so, what I do is I teach the Jon Kabat-Zinn 8-week mindfulness based stress reduction course. And so I am passionate about our ability to tune in. I own a company called Our Inward Journey. And what I wanted to do is pop in here this morning just for a few moments and help you to pay attention to what you're thinking right now. This is a time in the world that is unprecedented. We really have not experienced anything like what's going on right now. And so, first of all, I would welcome you to comment in the comment section to say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from, because I know that the subscribers on here are from all over the world. And this is a global thing that we're dealing with, you guys. This is a time in the world where we need to, first of all, come together, come together from a distance, right? We have this notion. It's an interesting paradigm, and it's a what's the word I want to say? It is really confusing because we're asked to have social distancing, right? We're asked not to come together, and at the same time, we really need to come together. And so, using these formats like YouTube and Facebook, all the Twitter, the social media platforms are really crucial right now for us to connect with each other and to kind of hold each other's hand through this. And, I was having a meditation this morning, and what's kept showing up for me is this universal fear that we have, this evolutionary impulse for safety and protection to sort of contract and grab on. What I was noticing is that we can feel this in the pit of our stomachs. It's almost like there's a knot in here that's trying to hold on to some type of knowing. We want to know that everything is okay and that everything is going to be okay. And that's so normal, right? It's so evolutionary and it's so primal for us to wonder about that. And it also has this sense of free falling. If you can imagine, when you're in school and you're in a kind of a boring class and you're just listening to the teacher drone on and on and on, and you start to kind of drift off to sleep. And then when you notice that you're falling, you grab something, right? You jolt and you grab on and you get this sense of, okay, I'm here, I'm back. Well, I think that's what we're doing on a global level right now. It feels like we're kind of on the edge of really freaking out. There's this sense of not having any control, and sort of this pandemic has got us. And I just feel this impulse to come to you and remind you that the best way to work with this, the best way to really be in right relationship with it, is to stay really, really close to the present moment. Now, I know we talk about that. It's kind of jargon in the mindfulness world of staying present. And, we hear this word almost too much, but it's really crucial right now because it's really easy to get ahead of ourselves and to let our minds just take over and to let our minds tell us, all the things that could happen and where it could go. And, while I'm not saying to be ignorant, and obviously we need to use some wisdom in making sure we have food in the house and that when we do need to go out, that we're being safe and protected and being smart in what we're doing. But when we have done all that we can do, it's very wise to really stay close to the present moment, staying very close to our bodies. So, what I mean by that is noticing how it is right now for you. So, on a very personal level, each one of us is kind of taking in the world in our own way, and we're dealing with our own behavior patterns of fear and anxiety and contraction and PTSD in some cases, and we have our own challenges, and those are the ones that are showing up in our minds right now. So each one of us is experiencing this whole pandemic in our own unique way. And the more we allow our minds to just run, run through with everything that we're afraid of and everything that might happen, and what about our jobs and what about getting food and all of these things, they're bound to be there in our minds. But the best thing that we can really do is to harness that and come back to now. Harness our awareness, not the thoughts. The thoughts are going to come and go. But if we could choose to take the position of watching them, if we can stand in the seat of the watcher of those thoughts instead of the thinker, right? If we can stand back a little bit, it's kind of like everything that's going on in the world right now is a movie. And if we could be the person in the front row watching it instead of the actor, instead of the person who feels helpless, instead of the person who feels like this is happening to them, if we can stand back and recognize what's true right now in this moment for us. So, for the large majority of us in this moment, we're okay. We're really okay right now for the large majority of us. And so, if that's you, even if you're not feeling great, even if you're, struggling and maybe you've got the virus and you're quarantined in your own home, yes, it's challenging. And yes, you aren't feeling well. And yes, you're here, right? So as long as you're breathing, there is more right with you than there is wrong with you. And that's really important to know. That's a really important realization. Here we are. And so being grateful for what we have and putting our attention on that. And again, I think gratitude sometimes can sound like a pat word, just be grateful, and just think wonderful thoughts. And I don't mean it that way. I really mean that what you're thinking is what you will be experiencing. We have the ability to place our awareness anywhere that we choose. The key is we have to choose. And if we don't choose, our awareness is going to go wherever our habit patterns have taken it in the past. So if your tendency is toward depression, if your tendency is toward anxiety and fearfulness, that's where you're going to go if you don't make a conscious decision to place it somewhere else. It's just the way we're wired, you guys. It's just the way we're wired. So the really important thing is to pay attention to what you're thinking. And when your thoughts take you somewhere that you can't do anything about, when they take you to fear, to anxiety, to, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? How long will this last? All of these forward anxiety provoking things. Or, I remember when we had the last recession. I remember when everything crashed before. And neither of those places make us feel good. Neither of those places calm the anxiety. The best place is right here, you guys, right here, and leaning toward the things we're grateful for. I have a home. I have beautiful fur babies surrounding me. I have birds chirping outside the window. It's sunny out. I feel pretty good. I'm actually personally very healthy right now. Am I concerned? Do I have thoughts of what if this goes on? Absolutely, I do. And I notice them, and then I come right back to here. I'm the watcher of all of this chaos that's going on. I do tune on the news once in a while. I want to know what's going on in the world. But I look at it, I ask myself, is there anything that I need to be doing in this moment? And if that answer is no, then I come back to the present moment and I really lean on the things I'm grateful for. Put on some music, meditate. We have a global meditation going on Facebook in a group called Anchored in Light. It's a global meditation that we meditate at noon Eastern Standard Time every single day. These are guided meditations by different light workers who are just offering their services, a chance for us all to tune in and get grounded, to remind ourselves that we're still here, that everything really is okay. Is it perfect? No. Is it even comfortable? Maybe not. But it's okay. We're still here. So I just wanted to take a few moments to pop in here to remind you of this all important power that you have to place your awareness to be the watcher of all of this that's going on around us, to be like the mountain, right? Where the weather and the conditions just come through and they move and they seasons change and the surface of the mountain may change, but the mountain remains. So really to channel yourself into the mountain, being visualizing, to really feel the stability of the now. We are okay right now. And there may be noises going outside our window. There may be fire alarms and ambulances and all of that. And here we are. So just trying very hard, or maybe not trying, allowing yourself to drop into this moment. Regular meditation is one of the most powerful tools for that. And at the same time, it can bring up anxiety. So make sure you're reaching out. I do a mindfulness-based stress reduction course right now that is donation-based. So tune into that if that's calling to you, and come to a place where we can continually give you the tools and remind you of your own power of presence, of placing your awareness where it best serves you in this moment. That's the best way that you're going to be able to source yourself. And from that source, you can then reach out to help other people. But you've got to start with you. And so if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling fear, if you're feeling depression or contraction, notice that. Be kind to yourself, because it's perfectly normal to feel that in the midst of all of this. And choose to place your awareness on what is true right now, in this moment. Are you breathing? Are you here? Are you in this moment safe? And are you doing all that you can to make that happen, to allow that to be true? So I just wanted to pop in, give you my love, let you know that I'm sending out high vibrations of love and safety and health and peace, watching our countries bind together as one as never before in love for each other. And love is contagious too, right? So yes, we're concerned about coronavirus, but I bet if we're spreading this love virus out, we can conquer that, because ultimately only love is real, you guys. It's the only thing that really has power. So pouring love toward each other, serving in whatever way that we can, but starting with ourselves, really taking care of you so that you're better able to help take care of other people. All right. I love you all. Tune in. If you need anything from me, you can catch me at peggyzielinski.com or Our Inward Journey, ourinwardjourney.com. You can reach me there, or peggy@peggyzielinski.com is my email. So reach out to me if there's anything I can do to support your journey, to be here with you in a more full way than I already am. Let me know if there's anything I can do to serve you. But remember, the best person to help you is you. Really dialing into your inner resources, your own ability to strengthen that awareness tool, to hone it and to bring it into the present moment, and to truly realize that we have more than we need right now. We really, really do. And not letting our fears run our lives. Don't let your monkey mind take you where you don't want to be. Staying present, staying close to the body, listening to your body, staying healthy, eating well, sleeping well, and practicing stillness and quiet in this time that has been set aside for us to do exactly that, to be still, to be with ourselves, and get to know yourself a little bit better. Learn to love yourself. All right, there's my wisdom for the day. I love you all. Reach out if I can serve in any way. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah. Namaste.